Kill la Kill is an anime that's about weaponized school uniforms. End of synopsis. We follow the adventures of Ryuko Matoi, a transfer student who comes to HONNOUJI Academy to uncover the secrets behind her father's death. And she has her sights set on the student council president Satsuki Kirioning and her Elite Four. Insert Pokemon reference right here. In order to contend with HONNOUJI's Goku uniforms, Ryuko dons the garb of Kamui Senketsu, a school uniform that's made completely out of light fibers. He can also talk and has a pretty interesting personality. With Ryuko and Senketsu working together, as well as a few other friends that they meet along the way, they will uncover the secrets that plague HONNOUJI Academy. Okay, first off, this anime is dumb. Like, it's really dumb. I mean, did you not hear that insultingly simple synopsis at the very beginning? This is a very dumb premise, and I'm super glad that this show knows that its premise is dumb, and it just continues to run with it. I like how this show has a very huge cast of colorful characters. Each and every one of them has their very unique personality and a very, very unique trait to them that makes them go unforgotten. It's kind of like One Piece in that regards. Character designs look very iconic. It looks like they spend an extra amount of time trying to refine this so these characters stand out from the crowd of your typical anime characters. Kind of like what Gurren Lagann does. A huge ensemble cast of characters and you remember each and every face, just like that. The art style is just amazing. It finds that very fine line between symmetrical and surreal. I mean, at the drop of a pen, the art style will just shift into just some surreal aesthetics, usually done in some very intense scenes, and it matches it pretty well. And the show knows how to use its very strange art style to its advantages, not just throwing very strange workings in it just for the sake of it. I'm looking at you, Argo Proxy. Also, the show has the use of the color red on top of very bright colors, and that stands out because HONNOUJI Academy is pure white, like very gray, cyan colors, very inoffensive colors, assimilated colors really. And here comes Ryuko, who wears red and black, essentially standing out from the crowd. And in this type of setting, it's a very smart use of those colors, especially in how they incorporate that into the design and action set pieces. Do I even have to tell you that the action set pieces are great? The action set pieces are great! The best action you'll see since Gurren Lagann, with a relatively different type of force of theme. You see, in Gurren Lagann the theme was piercing. In Kill la Kill, the theme is cutting. And there is a lot of cutting in this show. Now, if you have never watched Kill la Kill and haven't seen or heard anything about it, other than that one scene from that one episode that your friends made you watch, and you watched it only once and never looked much into it ever again, and assumed the rest about the show, your body will not be ready about what's about to transpire on this show. It's simple enough to start at the beginning, but in the back half of the season, oh boy, you are in for some shit. So if you're going into this anime cold, that is the best way to watch this anime. With a very huge climax that you haven't seen since the likes of, yes you guessed it, Gurren Lagann. Yeah, this show seems heavily inspired by Gurren Lagann, minus the long-winded heroic speeches from the main protagonists, which is to its benefit, because that's Gurren Lagann's thing, and this show is doing its own thing. And of course, yes, you've heard right, this show is very fan-servicey, but guess what? Most of the fan service comes from one character, one male character, and he is attractive as fuck. Now, I've compared this anime to the likes of Gurren Lagann, but really that's because there's nothing else to compare it to. Gurren Lagann is just uncongealed awesome, and this anime is uncongealed awesome. So really, what else could I compare it to? Now, there's also a manga adaptation of this, which came out the same time as the anime did, so if you're into seeing what that's all about, check that out if you're interested. I really wouldn't recommend it because it's over too. There's also an extended OVA that comes in the DVD, so if you're interested in that, go ahead and try to pick that up. And hurry before Toonami tries to catch up on the episodes. Priority 1 on anyone's I'll see it when it gets dubbed list.